Yo, what's up? A subscriber of mine sent me this guy called Gordon Ryan. From what I understand, he's a junkie who does jujitsu. That's all that I know.
Morning.
What's up?
How you doing?
Tired. She made it a while ago. I had to take my antacid medicine. So I can't eat for like an hour or so after I take that, so.
Antacid, sounds like you have some gut issues. We'll see what he eats, maybe, if he will show it.
Should make this and wrapped it so it stays warm. So breakfast now, then morning class, and then after morning class, probably lifting. But if I'm too tired to lift, then I'll lift after class. Then afternoon class.
He keeps complaining about how tired he is, and he doesn't even probably think that his lifestyle is causing it. Also, guess how old he is? You would probably say mid-40s, something like that. He's 27 in this video. Yeah, 27. He looks 27, right? Totally.
And then home. If I haven't lifted, then I have to lift. Then it's probably sauna, ice bath. And then
sauna, ice bath. The most stressful activities you could possibly do. Oh my god. And he will still probably wonder why he's so tired afterwards. Saunas and ice baths age you incredibly much. Obviously, the reason he looks so old is because of the drugs in the first place. But even if you wouldn't do drugs, then you would still look way beyond your age. If you do jiu-jitsu, if you work out, exercise in general, all of it is extremely stressful for your body, and saunas and ice baths are also extremely stressful for your body. It doesn't get much unhealthier. He's really living one of the most unhealthiest lifestyles you could even think of.
go to sleep. Put more storage in here.
I don't know what he's eating, he didn't say. It's really hard to tell. It's obviously nothing natural. It looked like some yellow mush.
But the lift is in. So I had a few cars. Now all I need is for
If you can't even recognize a food when you look at it, then it's not food. That should be clear. I have no idea what he was eating there whatsoever. Was there a treadmill in the garage? I'm not sure. If it was, then it's super funny because you see this in all of these videos. They always have a treadmill in the garage. Literally all that you would have to do is just open up the garage door and go outside for a run or for a walk. But no, they do it in the garage. It's super funny.
weekends are for high testosterone and cool cars. But Monday to Friday, I have a miserable, pretty much brand new.
What high testosterone? When you're using steroids, then you don't produce any testosterone anymore. You're a low testosterone beta male who looks like he's in his 40s. The tattoos are not gonna fool anybody. You're the absolute definition of an insecure beta male. There's no better definition than you. If I would have to take somebody as the definition of a beta male, I would literally show him and his life. He's a junkie. It's a definition of a beta male. It's just so absolutely far away from being masculine.
Corolla, which is miserable to me. But it's actually not that bad to drive. So I'm driving the Corolla because this year I'm just...
Also, I know that you will say that he looks older because his hair looks gray. I think that it's simply dyed. It's a very light kind of, not even blonde, it's kind of like white hair. Maybe it's also partly naturally gray, so to speak, naturally. Not that you should have gray hair at that age. But he has already biologically aged. He isn't actually 27 anymore, biologically, obviously. Biologically, he's most definitely in his 40s already. But it's really mostly his skin. That's it. The condition of his skin is like that of a 40-plus-year-old for sure.
kind of focused on just doing jiu-jitsu. Like the house is...
You should have basically no wrinkles at all at 27. Just none.
The only thing that matters in my life now is jiu-jitsu. Now that we're set up, now that everything's done, the house is done. Like, if I buy another car, I buy another car. But like this is like a routine and like miserable way for me to live life. And that's what I need because...
It does seem very miserable. You're a junkie, an actual drug addict, who's tired all of the time, who cares about cars, just man-made metal with wheels, like an absolute loser beta male slave.
If I'm not suffering, I'm not happy. So this is my version of suffering.
If I'm not suffering, then I'm not happy. What are you talking about? You suffer, and that's why you're not happy, literally. If a human being doesn't suffer, then they are happy. Of course, there's more to happiness than that, but you can most definitely not be happy if you suffer.
Suffering, even though I live in a $2 million house and have everything that I want and have 5 cars.
Yes, because money doesn't exist. Buildings are man-made. They don't give you anything. He's just a perfect example of somebody who has a lot of money and is miserable. It doesn't have anything to do with happiness or anything. It really looks like they are doing something else, if you get what I mean. Oh my god. Should this even be allowed on YouTube? There's a video of him talking about having strep throat, which is actually caused by cold weather, and he does ice baths. He probably doesn't realize that that's why he got it. We'll see what he says.
How is your stomach?
It's doing a lot better. It's not 100%. It was doing really good until I was on 45 days of antibiotics for strep throat. I did like
45 days. That is so insane. You will destroy your gut microbiome to the point where you could become basically permanently depressed. You could technically heal it, but seeing as most people have no idea how to, after 45 days, it could be over. Seeing as your gut can't produce anything it used to be able to produce anymore, because you kill off so many of the microbes. When you do that, fungus can take over your gut and spread throughout the body. There will be an imbalance in your gut, and this will destroy your health and the way you feel. And he took that for strep throat, which was probably caused by the ice baths. That is so insane. He was probably out in the cold, inhaling the cold and doing the ice baths at the same time. Oh my god, that's so crazy. And then he took antibiotics. Wow.
4 rounds of antibiotics because they couldn't cure the strep throat.
People never seem to think about what an antibiotic is. Antibiotic, as in anti-life. These drugs kill everything that they come in contact with, and seeing as they come in contact with the microbes in your gut, they kill them. That's officially how they work. There's also different chemicals in antibiotics which lower inflammation, which is why if you have UTI, for example, then it will seem like it helps because it will reduce the symptom. It's your body creating the inflammation, of course, but you will feel better after using the antibiotics because of the reduction of the inflammation. But if they, of course, destroy your gut, then it's never worth it anyway. It's crazy.
Back in competition shape. If my stomach stays like it is right now, at least I'll definitely be ready to compete relatively soon.
Do you have a kind of a date that you would like to compete again?
By the way, it's kind of like ibuprofen. It lowers the pain in your body, but also the inflammation. That's because there's a combination of drugs in one drug. It's the same with almost all of the antibiotics that they sell. It's the antibiotics plus the lowering of the inflammation. It's not just one drug. It's a combination of drugs. We will look at what he's up to today. This was from a few weeks ago.
The King, Gordon Ryan!
Is this guy actually well known? I had never heard of him before. Then again, I don't watch any of this slave stuff. That's probably why.
What's up, guys? We are here for...
Now he cut off the hair. It's not dyed anymore. It's probably his natural hair color. He still looks way older than he actually is. He must be 28 in this video. Why is it as if you're trying to make yourself look older? But he can't do anything about his skin. His skin still looks terrible for a guy who's in his 20s. He looks a bit younger now without the white hair, but not by much.
Our first edition of what I'm going to call these is Recovering Gordon Ryan, and I kind of just want to bring you guys on a little journey for my stomach recovery, which seems to never be ending. It seems to just never end. So this will probably just continue till I die.
You were on 45 days of antibiotics, man. To recover from that, you would have to eat completely naturally, and you have no idea what that even means. Realistically, he will never see this video, and even if he would never probably listen to me. I would know exactly how to heal your gut, but you just want to understand, your lifestyle is literally anti-nature. You will need to switch everything around, and you're just not gonna do that. It's basically just pointless to even talk about it.
Antibiotics, I couldn't clear. I had some antibiotic-resistant strep throat my body couldn't get rid of, and I was on antibiotics.
Antibiotic-resistant strep throat, which is caused by the cold. Yes, it's resistant because it has nothing to do with it.
For strep throat for a
Oh
month
my
and a
God.
half, and then that just wiped out my stomach completely again. So we are here. I've been basically bedridden for the last 2 months. I haven't been able to do anything. 10 days, 12 days where I wasn't able to eat anything. And I haven't.
I feel sorry for him, but Jesus, you completely did it to yourself. Come on, 45 days of antibiotics. I could understand 1 week. I get it. People have no idea what antibiotics are and what drugs do to them in general. I get that. But if you go on 45 days, 1.5 months of antibiotics, then come on. It's a little bit hard to feel sorry for you because you did this to yourself, and I'm sure that you knew that it's not a good idea.
I haven't been able to train jiu-jitsu. I haven't been able to lift. Every time I get my heart rate up and that valve relaxes in my stomach.
I would even bet that during the time he had the strep throat, he actually did cold showers or ice baths. I bet you he did. He probably even thought that it's gonna make him feel better. Oh my God, I swear it was probably like that. And he was making it worse and worse. It wasn't going away, even though he was taking the antibiotics, which are supposed to help. Oh my God, I swear it must have been like that. This is crazy.
Moves around, I get nauseous, so I just have been completely and utterly useless. And this is one of my first workouts that I've been doing, or that I'm going to attempt to do. And I just want to give you guys a kind of a little documentary on getting myself back to health and what I've been doing with my daily days and stuff like that. I haven't been training. I haven't been able to leave the house basically. I have good days and bad days, but to go and to try to do jiu-jitsu, I can't even think about it.
Oh my God, it's super simple. Get the tattoos removed, get off the drugs, start eating what humans eat in nature, as in predominantly raw meat, organs, start drinking blood, stop working out, stop injuring yourself, stop stressing your body. You're gonna be healthy.
And that's very sad. So we're gonna try to do our first lift today. We're just gonna talk a little bit about the new protocol that I'm on and not go too much into detail, but just talk a little bit about it. All right, so just a little bit about what we added. I actually weaned off my antifungals and my stomach just collapsed.
Oh, he was on antifungals, probably because, as I said, the fungus took over the body. That's what happens when you take antibiotics. It's because there's no balance anymore. It cannot keep it intact.
Again, over the course of like 6 months. So they put me back on antifungals. I'm on intraconazole, 100 milligrams twice a day, 2 capsules twice a day.
You do understand that it will destroy your gut even more. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
They added this OrthoSport Complete probiotic, which I'm on 2 of these 2 a day, which is
Probiotics don't work, but of course you don't understand that.
in addition to this probiome probiotic, because this wasn't enough apparently. They added one of these twice a day. This is incredible. It's called Dimetitious Earth, and this is literally, Nat calls it my horse drink, because this is literally, it's supposed to help digestion, and it's a binder so that it can break up the biofilm of the fungi in your intestines, and then the antifungals can actually get to it.
Oh my God. Wow, this is actually real. Wait, I really need to realize this. Wait, this is real? This video isn't a joke? Oh, wow. Wow. Look at this slave. Instead of eating naturally and doing what humans do in nature to heal themselves, he's taking pills. He's taking probiotics in a pill form. Yeah, that's gonna work. Instead of consuming real probiotics, actual raw food. It's insane. Literally, it's insane. Mentally ill.
But if you look here, it says dosage, take 1 to 2 teaspoons daily, and then after that it says animal dosage, not to exceed 2% of weight of total animal feed. So like it's literally for animals, and I'm just drinking it because who knows why.
You are an animal also. What else are you? Are you a plant? No, humans are animals, but come on, seriously.
But apparently it's supposed to make you better. So this is called dimetitious earth, and it's supposed to aid
According to who, man? Who have you been listening to? I'm actually curious.
digestion. Then I have this really cool dietary supplement from Ways to Well, shout out to Ways to Well, where they did a genetic test and they did all kinds of testing to see what I was nutrient deficient in. And because my body can absorb, and like I absorb 25% of the things that I put into my body because my stomach is so messed up, my receptors are
Yes, that's exactly what happens. It's crazy. It's really messed up.
closed, and all the food just slides across that biofilm and doesn't really absorb in through my intestines. So they made me these supplements here, and every supplement for general health or for healing that I could be deficient in, I am deficient in. So they made me this cool formula here where it's just like a massive amount of vitamin A, vitamin D, magnesium, everything, and it has a daily.
You do understand that all of that is synthetic, as in it's fake. You need to be eating natural food. What the hell is wrong with this guy? His gut was destroyed, and I guess that his brain was also destroyed. It's connected after all, because clearly he cannot think anymore.
Percentages of what a normal person is supposed to have, and this ranges from 25% of a dosage on things I'm not low on to 208,000% of a daily dosage that a normal person is supposed to have. So that's great. But these are the new things I'm doing for my stomach, and I'll do a full video eventually on what they're all supposed to look like, or what they're.
I'm really curious what he eats, because most likely he eats absolute garbage, but he's taking all of these pills and powders, which he believes is going to heal his gut. Yes, that's exactly how it naturally works, yeah? To heal an animal's gut, you need pills and powders made in a factory. Like, seriously, who can think of something like this?
What do we have in these bags?
We got a little alpha-lipoic acid, B12, B complex. We got vitamin C, got a little bit of amino blend, mineral blend, some biotin, some zinc, and I'll give you all a fish egg plan after that.
Tell everybody.
None of which is bioavailable. Great.
Trying to stay awake, and it's tough, but I feel good. Okay, so I've recovered from being nauseous now. I don't like to do sauna ice bath after I eat because of the
Oh my god, he still does it? This guy doesn't learn.
fact that it makes me more nauseous. So I'm still empty stomach. We worked out. We're gonna do sauna ice bath, and then we're going to.
Oh my god, how do you not understand? When you go from a sauna to an ice bath, which from what it seems like is what he's implying, then you're definitely going to get strep throat. Obviously 100%. Like, what do you not understand? You go from extreme heat to extreme cold. What do you not understand? I don't get it. This is biology 101. Like, I don't get it.
Eat some breakfast. There are a few things that I hate more than doing ice bath when it's cold out, and it is 40 degrees currently in Texas, so that's perfect. Wouldn't be a
You hate doing ice baths, but you still do them. Oh my god.
on an ice bath unless you have your trusty sauna hats.
Oh, thank you.
We have this Morovsko, those of you wondering, ice bath. We have Morovsko ice bath, and they actually just sent me the new one with
Man, crazy that people are also making money from this absolutely trend.
the nice interior stainless steel. It's not just a horse drop, it's you actually have like a slanted back where you can lay down and be comfortable, which I'm miserable no matter what in here. It's filled with ice right now.
Oh my god. Why would you do it then? Why would you do anything that makes you feel miserable? It's so crazy.
This has been my favorite ice bath that I've experienced so far. It's the same one Rogan uses. Rogan has like a custom fancy one. He's Joe Rogan. This is like a nice industrial commercial level one, and I've had nothing but nice
Literally, what's the difference? You're going into ice cold water. What does it matter what box it is? I don't get it.
things to say about it so far.
It's just how they get money out of stupid rich people, that's it. Stupid rich people who get strep throat without realizing it from it.
Here goes nothing.
You can see that he's absolutely red because of the trauma to his body. And she also does it, of course.
Oh my god.
What is with that hat?
Come on.
You just look
Yeah.
stupid.
This is the one. I knew it.
Nice hat. I hate doing that every single time. Every time you do it, you feel so much better after. Like I'm a vegan.
After, yeah, because you're not in the ice cold water anymore. Of course, you feel good before, you go in, you feel horrible, you get out, you feel good again. Yes, of course. What do you not understand? It's torture.
I just can't stop telling people about how they should be vegan. Like every sauna ice bath guy's like, you gotta try sauna ice bath, you gotta do it, it's the best. I'm one of those people now. It's like life-changing to do.
But you're not. If anybody is going to watch this video, then they will only hear you say that you hate it. If I would be dumb enough to fall for it, I would still not fall for it because you would say that you hate it. Why would I do something that you're saying makes you feel terrible? You always suffer when you do it. I would then literally never do it. You're not making any sense, man.
Sauna and then ice bath right after. You have like this crazy euphoric high.
Yes, you do get a hormone rush from it because your body believes that you almost died, that you're being tortured, and when you get out of the torture, you get this rush. Yes, of course. You didn't understand why you get it, or what are you saying? That's typically what happens after torture, after you get out. After you run for a long time, naturally you would be running from a predator, which you'd never even be able to do because all predators are faster than us. But if you would be running from some other human and you somehow get away, then your body would reward you with these hormones. It's the same thing. It's as if you fell into ice cold water in winter. You almost died, but you somehow got out. Even though that would almost never happen, you would almost always die in ice cold water because you wouldn't be able to even move anymore after a very short time. But let's just say that you got out. Then you would release these hormones. Your body would be rewarding you for getting out. That's literally what you're doing to yourself. That's why you look so old and sick. I have this absolute tool.
This natural high. And you just feel so
Natural high. Natural high. It's literally anti-nature what you're doing.
feels so good after you do it. And the whole day is so much better after you do this. All right, so we got...
Yeah, you sound like you're very happy. I would like to be like you. You are really inspiring me.
we already opened these, but these are some Bluetooth mics in case we need them. And I'm just like talking to the camera.
I wish that we would have seen what he eats in a day. We did see that he ate something which I couldn't recognize, which already proves that it wasn't food in the first video, but besides that we are left to wonder. He takes a lot of pills and powders, which isn't food, but it's something that he consumes. But it would be very important to see what kind of food he actually eats. I'm going to assume that he eats somewhat plant-based, as most of them do. A lot of grains, bread, all of which completely destroys the gut. Even more, it's full of anti-nutrients, glyphosate, all kinds of toxins. It's basically like eating even more antibiotics. He probably eats some kind of meat at least, seeing as he does jiu-jitsu. People who work out, do sports, exercise, usually eat at least a somewhat decent amount of meat. It's just that if he would have shown that he eats vegetables which are full of pesticides and naturally occurring toxins, then we could know how he's destroying his gut even more on top of what he did already. Now, of course, I cannot comment on that. It would have been interesting for that reason alone. Of course, when you don't eat animal-based, then you're going to have deficiencies in a lot of vitamins and minerals, all of which, again, I can't comment on because we didn't see his diet. But I would say that his absolutely terrible, horrible loser slave lifestyle showed us enough. We can for sure see why he got strep throat. That's obvious, completely obvious. And why he's so sick in general, why he's so depressed, miserable. One of the unhappiest people I've seen in my life. Absolutely miserable life. I would just never want to do anything he does. He's completely anti-inspiring, as in he would never inspire me to do anything at all because he looks so terrible. He's so miserable that I would want to live completely differently than he lives. And him trying to motivate people to do ice baths and saunas when he's so miserable is never going to work. Would anybody actually fall for that? Do you want to listen to a guy who talks like this and says that he's happy? No, I don't think so. Thanks for watching.